Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and another episode of Project Porsche. We had a bit of a disaster. You see, we went car shopping, because that's what we need is more cars around here. And while we were car shopping, we had to come home on a tow truck. So all of this is actually okay. The problem is this. We caught a flat, but there's nothing wrong with the tire. What happened is, you can see right here, the rim is cracked. Now, we didn't hit a pothole. Nothing happened. Not really sure what's going on. So, we were about 40 miles away from the house. We were stopping at dealerships looking at cars, and they were all literally a block from each other or right across the street from each other. And so, every single time we went to a lot, like, we got out of the car, looked at the car, saw the car. There was no flat tires, no problems. And at the last lot, all of a sudden, the left rear was completely flat. And we were like, we must have picked something up in one of the lots or the side streets or whatever. And they kindly gave us some air, and it just was not airing up. Unfortunately, I left the spare tire and all that jazz in there, because I'm an idiot, and not in the car. Luckily, there was a Firestone dealer literally 2 blocks from where we were at. So we limped the car over at 20 miles an hour. I know you're not supposed to drive on a fully flat tire, but I mean, really, we didn't have a choice at that point. It took some wrangling to convince them to even look at the car. The guy immediately just wanted to sell me new tires, and we're like, we don't even know what the problem is yet. And he wanted to do the wrong size and not the same, and you know all that jazz. Anyways, they finally got the car up in the air, and we looked at the whole outside of the tire, and it's got some kind of interesting marks and stuff on it already from racing. These tires are so soft that, you know, they pick up a piece of gravel and it almost looks like an indent from a screw or something. But there's no like metal shards, there's no screws, there's no nails, there's no issues. However, when you put air in, you can hear it coming right back out, and it's right here. I'm going to be very quiet. I'm going to put the speaker right by it, and I'm going to squish on the tire, and you can maybe hear it come in and out. Ready? Yeah, so I'm not sure if that picked up on video, but I can hear it out here. It kind of goes a little every time you do it. So that is where the air is coming from. And I verified it. I put my air compressor on it, turned it on, and I can feel the air. I could just put my hand over this and just feel it coming right out. It won't hold any PSI at all. So what does that mean? Well, it means we need to do something with wheels. It looks like this may have been previously repaired. If I lay this down carefully here, you can see the crack, and then it looks like it kind of goes further here, and maybe had been repaired before. We're not going to know for sure till we get the tire off and get a look at the inside, but clearly these wheels have been worked on because they're not a factory color, and whoever painted them actually did quite a good job. So, you know, I just kind of assumed they were refinished correctly, if anything was wrong, and it does look like, you know, the repair was done right, but age, abuse of being an autocross wheel, you know, those kind of things can kind of stress that out. So, trying to figure out what to do with the car. Our next autocross event isn't until the end of April, so we've got about 4 weeks to get this fixed. If all else fails, I do have the new 17s, which I think I showed you guys in the last video over here. They're the exact same wheels, just in 17. Don't mind all the Mustang parts laying on them. And they need new tires, but I can at least put a set of tires on these, put these on the car, and make the car go. They just won't be the autocross tires. As far as getting the 18 fixed, my options are to try and have it welded up, or there's people selling singles of these, like on eBay. Looks like I can get one shipped here for about $200. And then there's the question of the tire. You can see it's a little flat where it sat on the car all night, because I didn't take it off right away because I'm kind of a doofus, apparently. But I don't know if the tire is good or not. We literally went 2 blocks at 20 miles an hour, but it was also dead flat. Then it sat here all night like that, so who knows, I may have already screwed up one of the tires, and I might have to buy a tire too. And of course, any wheel I do buy, I'm going to have to repaint to try and match the paint on these wheels. So it's kind of this whole big thing. But yeah, so that's our setbacks. That's where we are right now with Project Porsche. So it's sitting here. We've got 8 wheels, and 4 tires, and none of them are good enough to put on the car and make it move. So yeah, we're going to bring this down to the tire shop, get it dismounted, and just see what we're working with here. See if the tire is good. That way, if it's not good, I can order one. See if the wheel's been repaired before, or what's going on with it, to see if we can fix it, or just order another one. The other thing is, there is the gigantic Portland swap meet next weekend. It's like the largest swap meet west of the Mississippi or something like that. Like, it's literally huge. It's all of Portland International Raceway, all around the track, all the infield, all the pits, everything. And the entire Portland Expo Center, which is a couple miles down, which has like 5 or 6 halls, plus all of their parking too. You actually park way out in BFE, and school buses take you into the swap meet. That's how big the swap meet is. I go every year. I love it. I found all sorts of cool stuff there. But I might be able to find some Porsche wheels or a Porsche wheel there, so we'll be looking there too before we order anything or get anything fixed. We'll see, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's what's going on. I did want to show you guys though the new parts. I talked about ordering the brake pads. They did come in. I wanted to show them to you. We got these, the Hawk street race compounds, the high performance street pads. These are like better for autocross than the track pads. The track pads need like heat to work because, you know, they're designed for going around a big track. And at autocross, as you see, you don't get a whole lot of time to put heat in anything because you kind of just go out and run. So the street-oriented performance pads seem to work a lot better. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. And until next time.